Hey guys, welcome back to another video.
Today we're at the DFW airport traveling to Atlanta via Delta Airlines on one of their A320s.
We hope you enjoy the video.
Dallas-Fort Worth International is 17,207 acres, making it larger than the island of Manhattan. It has its own zip code, ambulance, fire, and police services.
It's a warm Wednesday morning with clear skies. Can't wait to get up in the air. Today, we're flying out of the E terminal, which is one of 5. Construction has recently begun on a 6th.
Going through security at DFW is a breeze because there are so many checkpoints.
We arrived early enough, so we decided to do some plane spotting using the Skylink. Up we go!
This old livery of Alaska showed up. You know we have flown on them before. Here we catch a 737-900 without winglets.
Boy, do I miss seeing the MD-80s here at DFW already. We created a series of videos for our last trip on the Super 80, as well as coverage from their last revenue flight with American Airlines. I've added a link in the description below.
I love how the sun hits the shiny silver exterior of these mad dogs.
At the international terminal, we saw a couple of 777s and a Dreamliner. Have you flown with any of these airlines? Let us know.
Just got done doing some plane spotting. Now to our gates. DFW has pet relief areas at terminals A, C, D, and E. We are huge dog lovers, so this one definitely caught our attention. While not a terribly large space, the staff maintains a clean space for passengers traveling with pets. We like the artwork too. Do you travel with your pets? Let us know in the comment section below if you do. We'll be traveling with ours in some upcoming videos.
There are a lot of restaurants and shops as we head to the gate. The only restaurant Jake and I have been to here is TGI Fridays. What about you, Nate?
Well, Tim, one of my favorites is Love Shack. It is located next to Gate E11. The burgers are delicious, and I especially like their fries. Their selection of beer is solid as well.
We arrive at Gate E15 and see our beautiful A320 waiting for us.
On Tim and my first Delta flight, we chose to fly to their hub in Atlanta.
If you enjoy our videos, hit the like and subscribe button. Also, leave us a comment down below. Don't forget to ring that bell to get notifications on when we upload new content. Did you know that Delta is America's most awarded airline? I'm so glad they proudly display this on their livery. Great job, Delta.
Delta's First Class and Comfort Plus has passengers riding in style. Stay tuned for a later video in this series when we review the Comfort Plus seats.
The main cabin seats aren't bad either. You can't go wrong with IFE screens.
Delta's adjustable headrests have the most padding and are the softest of the airlines I've flown this year. Overall, their seats are very comfortable. A few years ago, Delta retrofitted their A319 and A320 aircraft. I think they did a great job. These really feel like almost brand new planes inside.
The overhead bins are spacious, but not very user-friendly, as the door opens down rather than up. The controls on the Delta A320 are modern and sleek in design, but are quite the reach for Nate sitting in the aisle.
Standard power outlets are installed in between every seat. There are more charging options as well, which we'll talk about after takeoff.
The pitch is 31 inches, which is small but comfortable enough for Jake and Nate. I am 6 foot tall, so it was a little cramped.
We pushed back a few minutes late because the flight boarded very slowly. We overheard a flight attendant mentioning that this was one of the slowest boardings she's ever seen.
We wondered how much of this was caused by the overhead bins. They require a hand to pull them down before you can lift your bag and place them inside. This is one area we prefer the Boeing 737. Their space bins are much better.
While taxiing to the runway, we saw another Alaska 737 with an American 737-800 just in front of it. Then a Spirit Airbus flight takes off.
We had a short taxi out to runway 17R. DFW is usually very busy, but there were no traffic jams today.
Time for takeoff. This is the furthest back Tim and I have sat on a flight so far. It was a slightly bumpy takeoff, but the captain told us that there were storms just to the south. This standard tray table is clean and sturdy, but surprisingly small.
Delta offers a very easy-to-use internet service. If you want to stay connected with friends and family, which we like to do, simply put your phone in airplane mode and you're set if you use Facebook Messenger, the WhatsApp, and if you have an iPhone, iMessaging. You can purchase internet as well.
We love looking at menus. You just never know what they will offer. On this 2-hour flight, none of these choices were available. What a bummer. They did have quite a selection, and it all looked pretty good.
The complimentary snack options were varied. We each chose something different. The Kind Bar was exceptionally good, and Delta's version of Biscoff cookies are rather large. Sadly, my IFE screen did not work at all, so I used the free service on my iPhone to watch a movie. I was really looking forward to using Delta's screen.
Nate and I fortunately got functioning screens. They have USB chargers, but ours didn't work. The touchscreen menus are substantially easier to navigate than the American Airlines product. There are a lot of movies and TV shows to choose from. There are also a few music choices and podcasts to browse through. Delta has live TV options too. We could track our flight and see the amenities Delta provides. This was pretty fun.
Having a newer iPhone, I couldn't use my headphones with these screens, so I decided to purchase these to test them out for you. They were sad. The sound quality was awful. I'm telling you, do not forget your headphones when you fly.
The Delta A320 restroom is in the very back and just to the left of the galley. It is small but clean with great mood lighting. It is a little dark though for my taste.
On today's flight, we had awesome views both inside and outside.
By the footage of the wing, you can see this flight was a little bit choppy. I personally felt secure on this Airbus during the turbulence. This was a fantastic flight. It was a long taxi, so I want to take this opportunity to tell you more about it. When we were getting on the plane, I told our flight attendant, Jeannie, that this was Tim and my first flight with Delta. She was curious when she came through with service and wanted to know where we were from and who we usually fly with. Some fellow passengers asked why we were filming and were excited about the YouTube channel when we told them about it. The snacks and beverages were good. The captain was great about giving us information about the flight. When deplaning, Jeannie asked us what we thought about the flight and told the captain we were, quote, the Alaska people, because this is, of course, who we fly on most of the time, being from Oregon. The first officer asked if I wanted to check out the cockpit and take some pictures. It happened very quickly, but it was pretty awesome sitting in that first officer's seat, and the captain asked if I wanted my picture taken. I never thought I would have been given a chance to sit and see inside of a cockpit, let alone be invited in. Thanks, Delta.
I overheard Jake get invited by the captain and co-pilot into the cockpit. Right here you can see Nate and I excited about his experience, and we couldn't wait to hear all about it.
Wow, what a great flight with Delta. The broken IFE screen was a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. The crew more than made up for it. They really were spectacular. I love that they were interested in what we were doing on the channel as well. Jake getting to go in the cockpit and sit in the first officer's seat was pretty amazing, and I'm only a little bit jealous. This was just the first part in a 4-part series where we're flying with Delta Airlines. We're making a special trip to Indianapolis, which we'll tell you more about on our next video. And we're going to get to fly on a couple of new aircraft, at least to us. So we'll hope you'll join us. We'll see you again soon in the air.